Hello fellow YouTubers, this is MD Prepper with a question, a thought, a rant, whatever you want to call it. I was thinking about prepping and my preps and all that, and just the general philosophy of growing your own food and living on a homestead or a farm. We talk about having our own gardens and raising fruits, growing fruits and vegetables, having our own chickens, goats for milk, etc. We talk about long-term food storage. We talk about canning. We talk about dehydrating 55-gallon pails, freeze-dried foods, and you name it. We store rice, we store beans, we store hard red wheat and hard white wheat and all this other stuff. But nobody ever talks about growing grains. Other than a little bit of corn production in the farms, nobody talks about growing your own wheat or growing your own barley or sorghum or anything else like that. Why not? I don't understand. That seems to be something that's obvious. We talk about growing beans and tomatoes and all these other things. If you go back to the Bible, bread is the staff of life. So obviously grains have a very important part in prepping and survival long term. They store well once dehydrated. Grain silos have existed ever since we've been growing grains. Wheat and barley and all these other things. Oats, growing your own oats, great animal fodder, good for people. Everybody's got probably oatmeal stored around somewhere, but has anybody thought about growing it? I'm sure somebody out there has. I just haven't seen it. And I'm just asking you guys, have you thought about it? Have you looked into the options, etc.? Other than just storing pails of hard red wheat, how about just growing my own? Obviously it can be done. It's been done in various scales ever since almost prehistoric times, I guess you could say. So I've got this book that I picked up recently, ordered online, Small Scale Grain Raising. Have not read it yet, obviously, because it's not dog-eared yet. It's going to be winter reading for me. I don't think I'll necessarily be growing my own grains other than some corn next spring and summer, but I just want to think about it as an option. It's because for long-term food storage, if you're growing your own wheat, if you're growing your own corn and everything else, hey, you're in a much better location, better spot in prepping than a lot of folks who just have long-term food storage and just the simple, I'm going to raise my own chickens and grow fruit and vegetables. Fruit and vegetables are great for nutrients and supplements and vitamins and things like that, but when you look at them for calorie count and long-term storage, they're really not that good of an option. Okay, a pound of apples versus a pound of rice or a pound of wheat, which one's going to generally store better and frankly have more calories in it? You're going to get more calories per pound or per whatever volume for stored grains, obviously. So be interested if anybody out there is trying to do their own rice. I don't know how easy that would be here, but the book does cover that. It does cover rice. Certain areas, southern parts of South Carolina, Gulf Coast and all could do that, but there's options out there for growing wheat and barley and oats and things. So let me know if you ever tried that or anything else. Just curious why we don't talk about this one. MD Prepper out.